So, Kyle, I pose the question to you. True or false? Will J.C. Jackson be on the New England Patriots roster this season?
Kevin, I'm going to say false on this one. And it's not because of his overall production that he's provided with the Patriots the last 4 years. He's been great in that regard. It's going to come down to money. And New England, in their history, as far as I've been concerned with, they don't typically pay cornerbacks top tier money. The only exception to that was Stephon Gilmore when they brought him in on a 5-year deal for $60 million. And they didn't even keep him for that entire time of his contract. JC Jackson is one of the most productive cornerbacks in the NFL. I mean, despite having 8 interceptions last year, he was still second in the NFL, only behind Trayvon Diggs, who was just an absolute machine with interceptions. The guy's had 25 interceptions his entire career. Just for some odd reason, the ball seems to find him when he's on that side of the defense, and he's making the most of it. When it comes to total money figures, I think it's going to be out of New England's realm. I think more than likely JC is going to get paid somewhere around $20 million per year when his new contract comes. I don't think New England's going to go that far. I think they go to maybe 15 million at the most. If not, they'll walk. But I think when it's all said and done, JC Jackson will not be with the Patriots next season.
I'm going to be fully in agreement here as well. New England does not have a good history in terms of paying star players. We all know that Tom Brady took pay cuts for the majority of his career for the wellness of the team, but it is a different era. It is a different generation with cornerbacks like, of course, Xavier Howard, Byron Jones. Trayvon Diggs is going to be asking for an absolute insane contract after the season he had last year. The market is just climbing up in terms of average salary. So I don't think that JC is going to be able to stay on New England. Now, whether or not they tag him is a whole nother situation, so I don't know how that's going to work either. But I just genuinely don't see New England going out there and doing something they've only done once in probably the last 15 to 20 years. I mean, they didn't pay Asante Samuel, and they didn't pay a litany of other defensive studs that they needed to keep on their roster. I mean, for God's sakes, Darrelle Revis was like a one-year rental. They won a Super Bowl, and then they let him walk as well. So I'm going to be in full agreement here. JC will be on another team. Hopefully, for Kyle's sake, it's somebody away from their division because I know that they're going to hate to see him twice a year if he does stay within the division.